Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make birria tacos. I got a lot of requests to do this video and man, I am so glad I did. These tacos were absolutely amazing. They were so delicious. I'm super excited to show you guys how I made these, so let's get started with the video. We're gonna begin by preparing our ingredients. First, dice 1 large onion, or 2 small onions. When you're finished, set your diced onions to the side. Next, chop up some cilantro. Remove the leaves from the stem. Bunch them all together and then begin chopping them into tiny pieces. When you're finished, set your cilantro to the side. Now we're going to shred some mozzarella cheese. I shredded about half the mozzarella cheese, so when you're finished, place your shredded mozzarella cheese in a Ziploc bag and place it in the fridge. Next, place 3 Guajillo Chiles, 1 Pasilla Chile, and 1 Ancho Chile onto a cutting board. Then remove the stem and the seed from all of your chilies. I tried using a knife to do this, but it was way too difficult, so I just used scissors. It was way easier to cut the stem off and to cut the chili open to remove the seeds. By the way, when I was cutting open the chilies, I would just pour the seeds into a little bowl, to reduce the mess. When you finish removing the stem and the seeds from your chilies, go to the sink and rinse them off. When you finish rinsing off your chilies, go ahead and place them into a pot of water. Bring the pot to a boil, then remove it from the heat. Let the chili stew in the hot water for about 20 minutes. When the 20 minutes are up, place your chilies into a blender. Then add 1 Chipotle pepper in Adobo sauce and 1 cup of water. Blend everything together until smooth. When your mixture has finished blending, set it to the side. Now we're going to brown our beef shanks. Add some olive oil to a pan over medium-high heat. I used my iron skillet, but you can use any large pan you have on hand. Place your meat on the pan and let it brown on both sides within a minute or so. We're only browning it, so it doesn't really need to cook that long. Plus, since it's on high, we don't want to burn our meat either. about 30 seconds on each side. I'm cooking around 3 pounds of beef shanks. Oh, and you can also use chuck roast if you can't find any beef shanks. When you finish browning your meat, place it in your Instant Pot or your crock pot. Then add half of your diced onions from before. Then pour your chili mixture through a strainer into the pot. Now add 2 tablespoons of beef bouillon powder, 2 bay leaves, 2 teaspoons of Mexican oregano, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground clover, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 chopped or diced carrot, a half a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 4 cups of water. Now just place your Instant Pot on the meat and stew setting and let it cook. If you have a crock pot, set it on high and cook it for about 4 to 6 hours. Alright, so a quick note, when your food is cooking, seal the ventilation and then when it's finished cooking, let it out. But when you let it out, use some tongs or something to grab it with because the steam is really hot and it comes out quickly. Now that everything is finished cooking, take your meat out of the pot. Remove the bone from the meat and then start chopping your beef. This is the part of the video where I found a butcher knife and just started hacking at the meat because I saw someone do that in another video and I wanted to do it too. I know this looks very wild, but I am just chopping the meat. Swear. When you're finished chopping your beef, we're going to place a good, I don't know, about not half. How much did I add? We're gonna add some of our meat back into our broth. Around half. Leave enough meat behind so you have enough for your tacos. Make sure to taste your broth and add any additional seasonings if needed. Mine needed a bit more salt. Skim the fat from the top of your broth and place it inside a bowl. Once you're finished with that, combine some of your leftover diced onions and some of your cilantro in a small bowl and mix it all together. We'll be using this combination for our tacos. Next, in a large pan over medium heat, add a spoonful of your rendered fat onto the pan. Then add your corn tortilla. Make sure both sides are well coated in the rendered fat. You could always just dip it in the rendered fat instead, but this was easier for me since my corn tortillas were a bit on the fragile side. So every time I tried to dip them, they would rip apart. Let your tortilla cook for about a minute and then add your cheese, beef, cilantro and onion, and a bit more cheese. Then just fold your taco. I also flipped my taco so both sides were cooked pretty well. Once both sides of your taco are nice and crispy, go ahead and take it off the heat and set it to the side. Repeat this process until you've made your desired amount of tacos. Now that we've finished making our tacos, we can go ahead and plate everything up. Pour some of your broth into a bowl. Add your tacos and broth to a plate. Then add some limes on your plate as well. Lime with the tacos tastes delicious. I added more meat on top of the broth. Then I added some onions and cilantro. I also added some onions and cilantro on top of my tacos. And this is the finished result. Like I said before, these tacos were absolutely delicious. I love them. I even made them again for lunch the next day. My mom really liked them as well. After I finished filming, she ate all the tacos from this video. The recipes I used for this video were Simply Mama Cooks and Views by the Road, so I'll have their videos linked in the description below. These tacos are really good. I totally recommend making them. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!